Why did Devon Larratt lose to Vitaly Laletin at East versus West? Was it age? Was it strategy? Or was Vitaly just too powerful that night? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down. At East versus West 22 in Vienna, fans watched a high-stakes left-hand supermatch between two giants of the sport. Arm wrestling legend Devon Larratt versus the towering powerhouse Vitaly Laletin. The result? A dominant 4-0 victory for Vitaly on the left arm. But the score alone doesn't tell the full story. First, let's talk strength. Vitaly came in with overwhelming side pressure and pronation. From the very first go, he controlled the hand, climbed high, and forced Devon out of his comfort zone. Devon is known for bleeding opponents out, dragging matches into deep water. But Vitaly never let him swim. Every round started fast, and often ended fast. This matchup was stylistically dangerous for Devon. Devon thrives on hand control, mind games, and endurance. He likes long wars. Vitaly, he's explosive. He attacks early, he commits fully. And on the left hand especially, that combination was a nightmare matchup. Vitaly's height and leverage made it hard for Devon to establish his usual posting control. Once Devon lost wrist position, it became a power game. And that favored Vitaly. Here's something important. Devon's left arm has never been his dominant weapon. Compared to his right, the left side has historically been more vulnerable against elite power pullers. As the match went on, fatigue showed. Vitaly maintained pressure. Devon couldn't create the long, grinding battles he needed. When you can't access your strongest lane against someone stronger, the margin disappears fast. Devon revealed in an interview after the match that he couldn't find a middle ground between extreme outside and extreme inside pulling. While he was able to stop Vitaly in a high flop wrist press, the size of Vitaly's hand meant illegal shoulder contact. This wasn't about Devon being washed. Let's be clear, he's still one of the smartest and toughest competitors in the sport. But preparation matters. Vitaly Laletin looked specifically prepared for this matchup. Explosive hits, committed side pressure, and no hesitation. Sometimes it's not about who's better overall. It's about who's better that night, in that lane. So why did Devon lose? Vitaly had superior raw left-hand power. The stylistic matchup favored aggression over endurance. Devon couldn't establish his usual control. And once the wrist was gone, it was Vitaly's match. Simple as that. But here's the real question. If they run it back, does Devon adjust? Or does Vitaly prove it wasn't just a good night? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe, because we're diving deep into Devon's future arm wrestling matches.